I'm gonna do this review. My opinion of the FD30. There's a focusable flashlight with a very big flare and floodlight. This is something you'll need indoors and maybe in a factory or something, and that is where I live and where I work. So that's really great that this has the capability of doing very short spaces and small spaces, and can do something far away. I'm gonna demonstrate a little bit. It's not very good, but it'll show you a little bit of what it can do. It'll concentrate a little dot in the middle, concentrates about, I think, 50% of the light that comes out of the LED, and when you rotate it back, it just disappears, and then you have a big, very big floodlight. I chose this one because it's really nice in size, weighs about 100 grams, and is more or less the same as the PD35 that I carried before. This one broke after maybe 3 years. The button is all mangled up, so normally if you want to cycle through the intensities it should do that, but this one isn't doing that anymore. A little bit. But yeah, it has seen some wear and tear. Dropped it like 500 times and dropped it into water, everything. So yeah, good quality, good flashlight, high power, lots of lumens. It says 900, but depends on the battery you're using. Always use a 18650, and this is really bad. I use a OLED. Ooh, sorry for that. They don't have the Fenix batteries in my store, so this is good also, I think. And I'm gonna check you what it does inside, and I'm gonna take a TK32 with me. Then you can see the difference between those two lights. This is the FD30 with its flood. You can see everything. It's in an angle of 76 degrees, so that's more than enough to illuminate the whole room. And you can also rotate it to get a little bit of a spotlight. But I don't use it. It's more for just the flood. And it's very bright. So yeah, that's really helpful. Now try this TK32. This is a thrower. This has always a spot in the middle and a little bit of a flare. So this one can reach about 350 meters, I assume. And the other one can do 70, 80 maybe. But that's far enough for me. I just use it in maybe 20 meters, 30 meters, warehouses and stuff like that, and check out machinery. So yeah, that's what I use it for. Also very handy if you need to check engine parts or something like that. Maybe a mouse trapped in there. No, it isn't. Maybe here. No. And you can see anything. Really good quality, really good build. I think the only drawback is that dust can get in between. So you have a sliding cap on the top and this ring. You can hear sometimes there's a little bit of dust in between, so maybe if that's a problem in a few years, but I really don't know. It slides reasonably okay, a little bit tough, but it does its job. It doesn't rotate in your pocket or something, so that's really cool. This one has a reflector and this one has a lens. And when you have a lens, you'll get this. No flare. No flare at all. So you cannot see anything with this. Pull it back. Shitty also. And this one has a big flare when focused and when unfocused. So that's really great. And I discovered something else, that the beam on this flashlight is really strange. Normally you have like something like this. Pen doesn't work. Great. Like that. But this one does this. And that's a whole different story. You get a focal point in here. So yeah, with almost 1,000 lumens, you get a lot of heat concentrated at this point. So I'm going to demonstrate that. That's where the cigarette is for. So what it can do. It's really bright. You gotta be careful with this. When this thing goes on in your pocket, you'll get burned. You get really burned. And it's lit with just one flashlight. So you don't have to carry a lighter anymore. You can set things on fire with it, drop it, do anything with it. It's a great flashlight. I should consider buying this. For real.